Well, today, Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf was joined by members of Congress and the state legislature, as well as White House officials, to discuss the Biden infrastructure law. The $1.2 trillion investment was signed into law last November, and now we're learning where some of that funding is headed. Joining us live to break it down in the Pennsylvania state capitol is WENY correspondent Brendan Scanlon. Brendan, what can Pennsylvanians expect over the next 5 years from this?
Well, good evening, Renata. Yeah, well, the short answer is a very wide variety of improvements. If there was one takeaway from today's event in Chester County, it's that these federal infrastructure dollars are not going to be limited to just roads and bridges. When we think infrastructure and transportation, we often think planes, trains, and automobiles. But President Joe Biden's infrastructure law goes a bit further.
Roads and bridges and airports and ports and waterways, delivering high-speed internet to every person in America.
Infrastructure funding for roads, bridges, broadband, and more has become paramount for Pennsylvania. Today, White House Infrastructure Coordinator Mitch Landrian shed some light on what last November's Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act means for the Commonwealth.
And I'm bringing today the receipts. There's a lot of talking going on, but not a whole lot of walking. And President Biden is in the business of walking and delivering on promises. So $1.2 trillion. Think about that number.
Of the $1.2 trillion, Pennsylvania is expected to receive over $11 billion for federal aid highway apportion programs, $1.6 billion for bridge replacement and repairs, nearly $3 billion for public transportation improvements, and $171 million for electronic vehicle charging expansion. An additional $100 million for broadband, a combined $75 million for wildfires and cyber attacks, and lastly $1.4 billion for drinking water improvements.
Infrastructure affects everything we do, from where we live, where we work, how we live, how we visit family, how we visit friends, how we just get around.
At this morning's event, Governor Tom Wolf said these investments are especially important for the Keystone State.
We are the Keystone State, so I would argue we deserve to have a lot of infrastructure investment right here in Pennsylvania.
Also included in this federal infrastructure investment are $355 million for airports around the Commonwealth. This total, like all the others, are again what we can expect to see over the course of the next 5 years. Reporting live for WENY News in Harrisburg, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Renata, back to you.